Oh yeah, by the way, guys, if you're wondering why I'm holding my hand, I was working out. I had to fix mine. This is how my weekend's going, that even my coffee was just not right. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another vlog. So I'm actually here at the shop. I'm gonna get the oil change done on the car, and I've been listening to some noise rattling in the front of the car, so I told them if they could please check it out and see what they think. I think it's the timing belt or the rotaries where the timing belt sits on, the little things. I really don't know what they're called at the moment, but they're gonna check it out, see what they see. But they can't change it today, so I might have to come back some other day to get that fixed. But that's okay, as long as they know something or what they think it might be is to keep me from going crazy and wondering what that noise is. But yes, so we really didn't do anything yesterday. With the whole eclipse things, Lisette's been sick since Friday. Unfortunately, she had a tummy virus, and Viviana only went until 12:30, so we were really home, and I just cleaned most of the day trying to get most of my stuff done for my morning Monday reset stuff. But yeah, that's about it. I'm debating if I'm gonna go to Panera next door and work on some stuff on the computer, or just sit here and work on it. I don't know, we'll see, because I just had breakfast, so I'm not really hungry, and I just don't want to sit in a restaurant without any food in front of me. So yeah, so I will talk to you guys in a bit. Let me go inside because my appointment's at 11. It's like 8 minutes away. So I wanted to give you guys a quick update. So as you can see, I'm not in my car, and I apologize for the wonky view, but unfortunately they did find something wrong with my car, and they're going to try to fix it. Hopefully they're able to fix it. But yeah, so unfortunately, another expense that I was not planning on. Guys, don't buy a Jeep. I don't recommend it. Don't buy a Jeep. If there's one thing you can get out of my channel, don't buy a Jeep. It's just the amount of times this car has been at the mechanic because of a problem, an issue that I've had to fix. All the money I've put into it, I could have already paid off my car. So with that said, don't buy a Jeep. Learn from my mistake. And yeah, I don't recommend it to anybody, especially a younger woman or somebody who doesn't know a lot about cars, because you can be left on the side of the road thanks to these cars, and that would suck. Fun fact about me, I wanted to be a mechanic back in the day when I was in high school. Me, my brother, and two of my cousins wanted to put a shop, and we never did that. Only one of us four actually became a mechanic. I didn't, but I still have the love for cars in me, so anything and everything I can learn from cars, I try. And that's kind of, I want to say, one of the reasons I tend to find the problems to my car prior to it happening or actually getting worse, because I can tell the difference in the noise the car is making on the moment I turn it on. Any rattling, anything, like I could tell right away. Smells are a big one, and I can tell you where I'm hearing the noise, like pinpoint the noise from. I don't know, I'm just pretty good at it because I really do love cars, and it sucks because I really wanted a Jeep so bad because I honestly really love Jeeps. I've always wanted one. When I was in high school, I really wanted one, and my dad always said no because of the way they were built. So he's like, you don't want one. He was right. I don't want one. I don't want one anymore. Unfortunately, it's not like I just can go buy another car, so I'm stuck with her. Oh yeah, by the way, guys, if you're wondering why I'm holding my hand, I was working out this morning, and I think I twist my hand. So yeah, so I apologize that I'm just here holding my hand, but it really, really hurts really bad. I have a brace at home. I'm gonna put it on as soon as I finish picking up the girls, but it is bothering me so bad, so bad. It hurts. I can't. I was trying to turn the steering wheel earlier, and almost made me cry. It hurt so bad. But yeah, I think I twisted it or something, so I need to put my brace on when I get home. But yeah, back to the car thing. I can't buy any car. Of course, that's not, in the cards right now. But you live and you learn. So I'm definitely learning from my mistakes. I'm definitely paying more attention to when I purchase a car, and I'm going with my gut feeling next time I think, something's not okay. Because some of these car dealerships, people don't tell you the whole truth. They can be hiding stuff and they won't tell you. And I should have known better. When I went the third day after getting that car and went back to the dealership that I purchased it 3 hours away from here and told them, something's wrong with the brakes, like this isn't normal. And I told them I thought one of the calipers was messed up. Of course, I don't think they believe me because I'm a woman, of course. And they're like, no, it's the brakes. They're perfectly new. Nothing's wrong with them. We just oiled them up and they should be good to go. Well, a week after purchasing my car, I took it to the guy that I went to, and he's like, the brakes they put in your car are really, really cheap. He's like, that's the reason you're getting the squeaking noise. But they are new, he said. You're just gonna get that squeaking noise because they're cheap brakes. He's like, but one thing I do want to tell you, he said, your calipers are bad. I think I've told you guys this story before, but again, just in case I didn't. So see, this is what I mean when I tell you guys I have a feeling of certain things just because of my background, because of me loving cars so much. I just know certain things that most people don't for cars because I love cars. I genuinely do enjoy cars. Like, I have my dream old car. I want an old Mustang. Like, I want to fix it up. I want to paint it. I want to fix the interior. Like, that's something I really want to do, and then one day I hopefully can do it. I also want an old truck. I'm in between a Ford truck, like the old F-150s. I'm not sure if I want short back or long. I'm not quite sure yet, but my dad has 2 of those old ones in Mexico fixed up. They're beautiful. He lifted them. He did a paint job. He put the rails in the back, mufflers, like he did the whole shebang. So I'm definitely, I got the car stuff from my dad. But yeah, so I just wanted to give you guys a little update. This is life. It happens, but it sucks that it happens so often. So yeah, so I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm gonna finish some editing on my computer. I only have a few more minutes. The girls should be out soon, and then I'm gonna head home, make them lunch. I probably won't talk to you guys until Saturday because I work full like all day tomorrow and the next day. So probably until Saturday on my day off. We want to go into the city, and hopefully I get some film for you guys. So I'll talk to you guys Saturday hopefully. So yeah. Good morning, everybody. So I think the last time I vlogged, it was Wednesday when I was in my car telling you guys about what happened to my car. So I just got back from a small town that's like 20 minutes away from here. We ended up not going into the city. My husband had to work today, and with my car being at the shop still, we didn't go. And the reason for my car being in the shop, it's just been one of those weeks this week, and it's crazy. So I'm trying to think. Hold on, I got some coffee for the girls, but they're way too dark, so I need to fix it for them. So on Thursday, I was cleaning the house. I was organizing because I had some time, and my dad ends up calling me. And he's like, hey, do you need help? And I was like, help? I was like, with what? And he's like, isn't that you on the side of the road? I was like, no, Daddy, I'm home. And he's like, I could have swore I just saw your car on the side of the road. And at first I was like, okay. But then I remembered like my neighbor, he bought a Jeep just like mine, like a few houses down. And I'm like, maybe it was a neighbor's car because he bought one just like mine, I told my dad. And then he's like, oh, maybe. And then I remember I was like, unless it's my my mechanic, I told my dad, because I sent my car to get fixed again. And he's like, well, if it's the mechanic, he got to, you know, he's gonna fix the, he has to fix the problem or whatever. And so we left it as that. And then I want to say around 2:30 I left my house because I was going to go pick the girls up from school. And as soon as I left my I'm trying to think where I live, you know, 2 blocks down there was my car on the side of the road, and one of the mechanics was, you know, checking it out. He had the hood up and everything. So I was debating, I was like, do I stop and ask him like, hey, what happened? Or do I just continue on my way? So I continued on my way, and mind you, it takes me like almost 2 hours to pick up the girls. I left around 2:30 and arrive, and I come back home around almost 3:40. On my way back, my car is still on the side of the road, but the mechanic isn't there. So at this point, my girls look at me and they're like, Mom, isn't that your car? I'm like, yeah, it is. It's still there. And so I called them and I'm like, hey, I was just on my way home and my car's on the side of the road. What happened? And they're like, give me one moment. They put me on hold, right? And then 2 seconds later, somebody else answers the phone and I'm like, hey, it's Elizabeth with the Jeep. What happened? And the guy tells me that apparently the timing belt came loose as he was test driving the car, which made the part that they just had put in there that was broken break again, and something else. It's like, great, how nice. Yeah, mind you, this happened around 2:30 when I passed by. Around 2 something, I want to say around 2 o'clock, it probably broke down on him. That's when my dad called me. And 2:30, I, you know, had around, I lied, around 3:40 is when I called him, almost 4 o'clock. On my way back to work, I go to back work around 5 o'clock. An hour later, the car was no longer there. So they were able to, you know, move it or transport it. The next day, which is Friday, 10 o'clock, I had to fix mine. This is how my week has going, that even my coffee was just not right. Anyways, Friday at 10 o'clock, they call me. They tell me that my car is ready. I had a full shift. I told you guys I was working morning and I was gonna work at night. In my 3-hour break, I pick up the girls. I really don't get a break. And I was like, okay, cool. Well, I won't pick it up until later because I have to work right now. And he's like, yeah, it's okay. And then he told me everything that had happened the following day, why it broke down and this and that. And I asked him, I said, with that happening, did anything else break? Did anything mess up? Is there anything you guys can tell noise-wise, hear-wise, see-wise that has messed up on the car because of that? He said, no, everything's okay. I said, okay. To me personally, with all that happening, they close at 5 o'clock, okay? They closed at 5 o'clock. Me going to work, the car was gone already. So after 5, they were not gonna work on my car anymore. And by 10 o'clock the next day, my car was ready. And I told you guys I was gonna follow my instinct and my gut. Something told me something wasn't right. So I took it. I went to pick it up around 2:30. I went to pick up my car. I went to go pick up the girls. But while I was waiting for my oldest, okay, starting to taste better. When I went to pick up my oldest, I was sitting there, I want to say like 30-40 minutes. I was waiting and I could hear something in my car. And I was like, okay, something's not right. I know something's not right. I could feel it. And I was like, my car doesn't make that noise. Why is it making that noise? And I could hear the fan when it's trying to cool your car down. I could hear the fan turning on over and over and over again, like trying to cool my car down constantly. I'm like, that's weird because I've sat in my car before in the car lane before and it doesn't do that. And I could hear like water. I don't know. It was just weird. I was like, okay. And so I was like, okay, you're just thinking too much of it. You're freaking yourself out. Like, stop. So I started filming a TikTok to not pay attention to it, to just keep my mind off of it. Well, as soon as my oldest gets in the car and we drive off, the car starts to overheat. My allergies are really bad, guys. Even my hands are, I haven't drank my medicine, so sorry. The car starts to overheat and I'm like, great. Mind you, I still haven't picked up my little one. I've only picked up my oldest. I'm gonna sneeze. But me and my oldest, we freak out. We're looking at each other. I'm like, oh my God, like really? So I pulled to the side of the road. We sit there for like about 10 minutes waiting for the car to semi-side cool down, because that's the best thing I could do. And I'm like, if it doesn't cool down enough, we still gotta go pick up your sister. So I turn on the car, and as I'm driving, the car is going up again, starting to get hot again. But tell me why, as soon as I got to the red light, it went back down. And I noticed that, and I was like, I thought it was just me. I was like, okay, what's going on? So I got to by the time I got to my little one's school, the fan was continuously, like, it wasn't turning off anymore. And I told my little one, hurry up, get in the car, we gotta go. So there's a pharmacy close to my daughter's school. We stood there like about 20 minutes under the shaded tree with the car off, so it would, you know, cool down a little bit, something for me to able make it to the mechanics. Because I called them. I was like, hey, I'm on my way back. Like, I'm gonna go take the car back, like it's overheating. And she put me on hold. I guess she was talking to somebody and she was like, yeah, go ahead, bring it in. And in my head, I'm thinking, well, you didn't have an option, because I was gonna take it to you anyways, even if you said no, because my car was not like this. So you guys are gonna fix it. And so I'm driving, and that's when I noticed, and I was right, it wasn't just me. I told my daughter, I was like, the car gets hot as I'm driving, but while I'm at the stop sign, it cools down again. And it was just playing back and forth, just going like this. I was like, what the heck? So I was like, oh well. We made it to the mechanic, and I told the lady, I was like, okay, I don't know what's going on with my car. I told her, as I'm driving, it gets hot, but as I'm at the red light, it cools down. And she's like, what in the world? I said, exactly. I was like, I don't know what's going on, I told her, but yeah. So they kept my car. It's still there. Today is Saturday. They do not open, and I mean, they're not open all day. They close at 12 o'clock. They haven't called me, so apparently whatever happened to the car, they haven't been able to fix it. They haven't called me on an update. They haven't said anything. Tomorrow, Sunday, they don't work. So I'm not gonna have my car on Sunday. And Monday, I'm just hoping they don't call me early and be like, oh, your car's done. Be like, again, that quick, you know? So yeah, it's been one of those days. Oh, and I was just so mad. I called the company. I called the company that sold me the car, and I had gotten some warranties. I haven't been able to use those warranties since I bought the car. So I was like, I need you to cancel every single one of these warranties. I was just so mad. I was upset. My daughter just staring at me. I was just like, I'm just over this car. Like, I'm just over it. Like, there's no reason for me to have been dealing so much with this car, and it sucks. But see, this is when I was just telling you guys on Wednesday. I was like, I would hate for something to happen while I'm driving in this car with my kids. That's one of my biggest fears. And then it starts to happen. I was just like, that's why I'm so picky with my cars and all of that, and I like to keep them up to date and make sure their stuff is being done because of this. But yes, but I apologize for my rant. It's just, I told my girls, it's just one of those weeks, and it's just one thing after another. My arm's better though. It's a lot better. I know I told you guys the other day, I have this, hold on. I have this because my daughter actually hurt her wrist one time. So I already had it. This sucker was $50, guys, when we bought it. But she had this, so I put it on there. I put it on like for a day and a half, and then I switched over to this. And I had this one, which lets me move my hands a little bit more. But I had this on like for 2 days, I want to say. And hello? Hi, yes ma'am? It's ready? Oh, okay. Were they able to figure out what was wrong? Uh-huh. It's ready? Oh, okay, alrighty. I'm gonna see if I can get her right over, and then I'll head over. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, bye. They say it's ready, guys. I don't know. My kids are staring at me right now. I don't know. But let me call a family member to pick me up. Like I said, they close at 12. It's 11:33. Yeah. Yeah, let me find a family member to take me. I will talk to you guys a little bit later. So I have been driving her around for the past 15 minutes, 20 minutes so far. it seems okay. Everything seems okay. So what they told me is that I guess when that time it broke down on the side of the road, the water pump also gave out on them. So it was the part that they installed, the little rotor part, the timing belt, and the water pump all messed up on them that time when they were on the side of the road. So she says when they put the new water pump, I guess there was still air trapped inside the water pump, the new water pump, and that's why I was having that overheating issue. That's what they're telling me. So I was like, okay, but nothing else messed up, nothing else that you guys know of. They're like, no, yesterday after you dropped it off, we drove it. They went in to see if any of the parts that they had put messed up. The only thing they noticed was the air trapped in there. So they say they took out all of the air. So far she's doing okay. I'm driving back and forth. My little brother needed something. I said, I'll do it. I went to go do that. I just want to drive her back and forth. They actually don't close until 1. I thought it was 12. They don't close until 1. But he told me, he said, if anything happens, he says, like after you dropped it off, we immediately put her in and did what we could yesterday. And then this morning we had been working on her all morning. We already drove her back and forth. We've been, turned her on, and I can tell they've been, because my gas, the Jeep, you'll know when the gas goes down. So I'm like, okay, they've been driving. Like, I don't mind people test driving the car. I've had bad experiences, so that's why I say that. I don't mind people test driving the cars, because I know you have to test drive it to make sure everything, is working properly. Because if he wouldn't have test drive my car that day and it broke down the side of the road, that would have been me, But I've been at one mechanic one time, and the person was picking up his kids in my car. See, that's not test driving your car. That's doing your personal business in my car that's supposed to be getting worked on, and that mechanic place, I've never gone back after that, because, and see, this is such a small town. I have people calling me like, oh, your car's ready. Oh, I saw you here. Oh, I saw you there. And I'm like, no, that's not me. My car is getting worked on. What are you talking about? And then the only reason I knew he picked up his kids in my car was because my kids went to the same school his kids. And then my dad's like, weren't you just picking up your kids? Your car's ready? I was like, no, I'm in my husband's car. So those are the small things, yeah, if the stories I could tell you guys that have happened to me, you got to be like, you got to be kidding me. I swear, I've had so many things happen. It's unbelievable. It's just one thing after another. It's just like, wow. Okay, but so far she's doing good. I'm actually test driving her again. My thing died. I'm test driving her again. I'm actually driving up to Hobby Lobby because I need something. I went to that Walmart specifically for the ribbon, and I didn't find it. I was gonna tell you guys that before they called me that my car was ready. I went to that Walmart to specifically look for the ribbon, and I didn't find it. So I'm just going to come and purchase the one that I had seen at Hobby Lobby, because I need it. Like, I need to finish this one thing like ASAP. My daughter's birthday is in 2 weeks, so I need to get that done. And the flowers were on sale, and I just need one more bouquet for one of the DIY projects for the quinceañera, and I'm done. Like, I'm trying to finish everything. Like, I've been breaking out again in hives, guys, but this time I think it's just because of stress. Because of stress, I'm stressing. This time for sure I know it's stress, because the car, my hand the other day, it was kind of weird. I don't even how it happened, but it's feeling better. It's feeling a little bit better. Like I said, I don't need the thing, but the other day, like I said, I couldn't even hold a cup. It was so bad. We're going to organize this one area in the garage where I have like all of my not backups, extras. I have extra decor pieces that I know I want to use in the house. I just don't know where yet. So I'm gonna organize that to make sure, I know what I have. And then I have all my books in the garage that I need to put away that I haven't, because I don't have where to put them. So I've been looking for the corner bookshelf that I told you guys. I haven't found it. But I'm still on the lookout, because I still want to make that corner pretty, and I'm still trying to decide what I'm going to do there. But yeah, so we're here at Hobby Lobby. I'm gonna go inside real quick and then go back home. I really wish I could try to do like a having the car on for a very, very long time just so I can do it and then drive off like I did at school. At the school, that's how I noticed it. This time around though, I'm not hearing that noise. Like, I'm not hearing that one noise that I had told you guys before. So that was the first indication something was not right. Right now, I'm not hearing it. So that's a good. So I'm going to sit here in Hobby Lobby actually like 5 minutes, I want to say, in the car just with it on, just to see if I notice anything since I've been driving her around, and see what we get there. But just, my ladies and gents, this is life. This is, you know, you guys know things happen, but dang, sometimes when we say it in Spanish, a veces cuando te llueve, like te llueve. And it's just, yeah, there's this really nice Range Rover right beside me, and she's pretty. She is a black matte, very nice, very, very nice. But yes, let me just sit here and see what happens and see if I hear anything that happened the first time, you know, the incident happened. But yes, and then we'll go home, and then I'll show you guys what I was talking about the corner that I have. So I am back. So I didn't get anything at Hobby Lobby because the sale is over. I didn't know the sale was gonna be over, so like, great. So I'm gonna wait and see what their next weekly sale is gonna be. It's been a week since I saw what I needed there, because if I buy everything I need, it's gonna be over $60 on ribbons. So I was like, I'll just wait, because the sale was looking off. It was like 40 or 50% off the ribbons, and that's why I was like, oh, I'll go buy it. But paying regional price, that's a lot of money for ribbons, and no. So I'm just gonna wait, and hopefully they put a good sale next week so I can go buy them, because the sale for this week had nothing to do with the ribbons or flowers, so that kind of sucks. And since I was already out of town, I remember last week that I showed you guys that I was gonna try to buy a screw. Hold on, I'm on the wrong side. So this is the screw that fell off the cap. Now it's down there. So last time I came and I told you guys I returned the screw because it didn't fit and I didn't want the person to think like I was playing some type of game. Well, I came again to Lowe's, I brought the screw, and I actually got some very informative news I didn't know. The guy that was there was like, what size is it? I said, I don't know. They have this little thing, I'm gonna show you guys, if I took a picture of it, where you can put the screw in to measure the screw size. I was like, oh my God, I didn't even know that was there last time I told him, and he laughed. I was like, that's so cool. So I took a picture of the size that I need, and he actually gave me some information that I didn't know. He said, I'm gonna be honest, he said, you're not gonna find this screw anywhere in town, because since they're for cars, he said no Lowe's, Home Depot, Napa, auto parts place is gonna have it. He's like, your best bet is Amazon. And I was like, well, I did that the first time and they sent me some tiny little ones, and I was like, great. So because I didn't know the size, that's why I guess, you know, I received those. So now that I know the size, and then he also told me there's a difference between home screws and car screws, and my type of screw is considered a fine screw because of the type of detailing it has on the time for it to turn. So I was like, oh, okay. So now I gotta order those on Amazon. So oh well. So I'll just look at those. It's because the cap for my rim fell off, and I didn't want to order another one. They're $50 just for the cap, and all I need is the screw, because I have, you know, the cap. I just don't have the screw that fell off, because it needs two, otherwise it's gonna be hanging in the air. So I'm just gonna go do that. No, I'm just gonna order it on Amazon. I'm just gonna order it on Amazon, and yeah, it can wait. It's not important, but I really wanted to get it because it was only like $1 for one screw or something like that. But now since I'm gonna order it, I'm gonna order for all the car. That way they all have brand new screws, and I'm not worried that they're gonna fall out. So let's go home and yeah, start organizing and cleaning up. I swear this vlog's all over the place this week, guys. I'm so sorry. But it's just, I usually try to plan out, you know, my vlogs so they seem sort of, you know, a little bit more detailed. I try. I'm still new to this. I'm learning, but I try. But yeah, I guess I'll see you guys once we get home. I'm home. So this is what I want to organize right here. So that has a bunch of stuff like decor and stuff. I want to go through and see what I want still and don't want. And then I have a bunch of baskets up here. And this one, it has a bunch of portraits. It has like my diplomas, school stuff, like from when back in the day when I did nails, my nail certificate, like all school stuff is in there. And then down here, you guys can't see it, like back there, that one and that one, that's full of books. All my books that I collect. This one has, I'm trying to think, vases, I think, or yeah, a bunch of vases. And then I have my little ice cream maker that we have never used. But that's things that I want to keep. Oh, and then we have that backup suitcase in case we ever need to get a bigger suitcase or need a bigger suitcase. So from the garage sale, I actually ended up getting rid of 2 of these big boxes and 1 of these. So from the garage, all I have left is 1, 2, 3, and that. That's it. That's the 4 things right here and those right here. That's it. This water container works. One of the spigots broke. When my kids were a little bit smaller, they like flicked it back too much and then they broke it. I need to order one off Amazon, but it works. It makes it cold and hot. I actually want to, once I've organized all of this a little bit better, like my workout section, I want to put it right here. So when the kids are like in the front, you know, with their bikes and stuff, they can come and get water. And it also has a little, this right here, so I can connect this thing so I can put those cone cups on the side. So that would be cool. Once, you know, I get all of this. I haven't posted that to sell. So yeah, I just want to go through this stuff and see what I have going on. I'll try to film a little bit as I'm doing it and then just show you. I'm scared of bugs, certain bugs, so I just making sure there's anything. But I wanted to show you guys real quick. When my daughter was younger, Viviana, I actually wanted to do another one for Lisette. I'm going to just, I'm not gonna have the type of effect, you know, when they're little babies, you know, and they're just learning how to draw. But I made this big book, and this is Viviana's drawings when she was little. I made her do the front of the cover of her big book, and then I made her do the back of the cover of her big book. And then, you know, when they're in pre-K and all that, they do a lot of like little stuff. So the pages are all her paintings from, you know, pre-K. I'm pretty sure it's pre-K. You know, all her paintings, and like all her, just to remember, you know, everything she worked on. So anything she brought from home. I have all of these sets that I need to put in a big book, but I'm not gonna have this. And then she put all her friends and stuff on the top. But yeah, I thought it was so cute. You know, for memories, y'all guys know I love a lot of things that have to do with memories, because this is something you don't get often. So just to remember, you know, all of her cute little artwork. I have Lisette's artwork that I'm gonna put also in a big book, and that way I have it together, and I'll just make her, I guess, do like current, the way she draws now, because she's still little. She's 11, she's just turning 12. She's a preteen, but she's my baby still. So yeah, I just want to show you guys. I thought that's cute, you know. It's cute for all those mamas up there, you know, you want to keep your baby's stuff instead of throwing away all of those paintings and stuff. Yeah, I thought this was a good idea. So I'm gonna put little ribbons. But yeah, let's continue. the current situation. So this is everything that was in the boxes. All that stuff, all of this stuff. So I'm just gonna go through it and just organize it more better. Like put groups together, glassware, houseware, memory box. I have a bunch of baskets and a lot of material, you know, that I use. I have too. Yeah, I'm gonna go through my books just to see if there's any book that I really don't like anymore and I just have it there. So I'm gonna go through them too. Might as well. I'm already doing everything. So let me get started. So these are the memories that I enjoy. I think it's time for me to, oh my gosh, everything makes me nervous. I think it's time for me to cash in my my coupon book. She did a 30 minutes no fighting. She made me help around the house 20 minutes or 20 times. Free hugs, how many times I want. Free kisses. And listen, 30 times. The things my kids give me. I love it. Okie dokie. So I am done. I know it still looks a little crazy, but it's now an organized crazy. But yeah, I ended up picking up a lot of the stuff that was on the ground and opened up some of the space to the side where this was. So it's definitely now a little bit more this way, not so much stuff here compared to how it looked earlier. There, it looked more like stuff was all over the ground and things like that. So now it's definitely more organized, all, you know, together. Some of this stuff is going to be leaving, like some of the books that are right here, and then that book is, I'm going to take it to that one library that the lady told me about. Me and my daughter want to go, so we're going to do that. And I actually did end up getting rid of a box full of stuff, so like things that we didn't need, so that's pretty cool. And then this is Halloween stuff, so I'm going to go put it in our shed with the Halloween things. But yeah, definitely a lot better. So slowly things are being put in places or sold or whatever. So slowly the whole garage should be, you know, free. At least all of that, so I can start moving all of my, like this workout stuff that way slowly, because this is the side where I want to have my workout stuff, like not on this side. So yeah, slowly. Oh yeah, guys, adding to my week of craziness, do you guys remember I was putting some stuff down here, right? I didn't get it on film, but I was leaning down to grab some stuff, raised my head, I bumped it right there. If it would have been for that I have my hat, I hit right here. It still got me pretty good and it made me really dizzy. Actually, my stomach started hurting right after. So I still kind of, hold on. I'm still a little dizzy from it, but yeah, I was like, holy cow. Like the room spun a little. My daughter had left me. She went inside. She was out here with me for a minute. And as soon as she went inside, I hit my head. And it's like right here. Yeah, now my stomach hurts. But I'm almost done. Oh, look, she's coming out. But yeah. But I'm done. I will talk to you guys next week. I hope you guys have a great rest of your week, and I hope you enjoyed the vlog. Sorry for all the craziness this week, but you know, that's life. What are we gonna do about it? Just take it one day at a time. Un día a la vez. That's all we can do. All right, guys. Take care. Bye.